first of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here. They'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Now the payoff pitch home. Little chopper back to the mound. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's gone 2 for 8. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Two-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Harrison on at first, nobody out. Sinker, 3-2 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. Harrison is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
These fans haven't even had a chance to grab a soda and a hot dog before the offensive fireworks are flying. First we had a leadoff single, then a 2-base hit to drive in a run. If this pattern continues, a triple should be on tap next.
Next for the Mets, Giancarlo Stanton. And a chance to add to his National League RBI lead if he can deliver right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. No one out with a runner at second. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Full count, 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And it goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by 4 early on. What a great start.
Here's Manny Machado now. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's a .333 hitter. Somehow manages to make contact there as this is hit toward the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So stepping in, Travis Shaw, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Count now, a ball and a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Squared that one up just a little late.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And it's fouled away. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 5 homers, 18 driven in. 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Is in there for strike one. Two and two to the Mets catcher. Bruce at second with two down. Fly ball right down the line in left. Yelich on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Jake Junis gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in the hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone. Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
In is Christian Yelich. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he'll get back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Yelich, a California-born ball player, is making the push for the All-Star squad this year with a great year. 3rd in voting among left fielders entering the day.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
All even now, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Machado has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jake Junis. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Popped him up. VR waits on it. 1 down. Josh Harrison stands in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. The 1-0. Finds the zone. Strike one. A ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Popped up. Thames in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brandon Belt, an RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. A 1 pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. Digging in now for the Brewers, Domingo Santana. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Santana in front. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Is looked at for the first strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Down the third baseline. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
The windup and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2-2 the count. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Next for Milwaukee, Manny Pena, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Pena, or Pineapple as he's sometimes called. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights-out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Towards second. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is...
Leading off for the Mets, right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-1 to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Machado. The first 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A high fastball is in there.
Boy, he looks strong out there in the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Ball 3. 3-2 now. The 3-2 now to Machado. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. And 2 to Travis Shaw.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Machado, the runner at first with 2 gone. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Shaw connects. This is sent to deep right field. Santana going back on it. Still ranging back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Lifted the other way to left center. Yelich is under it. And that retires the side. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home. Now is Lorenzo Cain. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Lorenzo Cain was retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Grounded weakly to the right side. Harrison charging this one in time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Christian Yelich. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Strike called. 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Yelich. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box, Eric Thames, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Thames comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. 1-1 the count to the Brewers first baseman. Thames stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Yelich stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Evan Gattis now standing in. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jake Junis, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Josh Harrison. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Now here it comes. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Hit to short. Arcia has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Domingo Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the pitch.
Domingo Santana.
And that misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
Here it is on 3-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up. Shaw over to his left. He's got it 1 away. Here's Todd Frazier now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Fouled off. Line towards center field. Bruce is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready now, Manny Pena was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Sinker. 3-2 now. Orlando Arcia would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He loses him on ball 4. Ready for another chance. Orlando Arcia, man at first after the 2-out walk.
Orlando Arcia.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider down low for a strike. Pena leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Chopped weakly to the left. Shaw fields it cleanly, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't. Brandon Woodruff gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 2-1 home. Lifted down the line in left. There to make the play is Frazier for the first out. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's a ball.
Missed with a slider.
1-1.
Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Yelich is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He went down on strikes last time up.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ryan Braun will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Ryan Braun.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He comes in at 262 on the year. 9 homers and 23 driven in.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
To short. Taken in by Machado. And that's out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Again, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Laid off on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Kane, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into third. And he's safe. A great job of going first to third on that ball. And now Showtrack tells us here he really did utilize his wheels to make that play happen. It's pretty evident that a slower runner might have found a much different fate if he tried to take the extra bag on that. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
First baseman, Eric Hayes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Liner in there for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our Showtrack technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Standing in now, Domingo Santana, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Here's a sinker that misses for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 is taken for strike 2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And the throw in gets away from him.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the second.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Boone Logan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48.
Ready for another chance? Manny Machado. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike one. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball four, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the sixth. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis. Shaw. He went deep for a two-run homer in his previous at-bat. Albert Pujols come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Comes in here right at 260. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Now the 1-0 misses, ball two.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
The 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's Jay Bruce now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Machado leads off first with 1 away. Two 2-0 to count to Jay Bruce. The 2-0 on the way. Is a slider looked at and called a strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And it's fouled away. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Runners off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Pujols is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit on the ground out to short. Machado is there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Jesus Aguilar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
24, Jesus Aguilar.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Comes into play here at 273. Still without a home run and 7 driven in. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bruce has a read on it. 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lorenzo Cain. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. The 2-1. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And that one's taken outside for a...
Second baseman, Jonathan VR.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Matt Andrees will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan VR.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Short, hit hard. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. JT Realmuto is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. He'll come in here at 263. 2 home runs, 18 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. VR scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So here now is the pitcher, Matt Andrees. He's newly entered into the ballgame. So this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Kyle Seager will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Sinker to open the AB in their first. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Seager is unlike a lot of pitchers in that he's well known for his fielding abilities. Of course, all pitchers have to work on their defense, but he's someone who's excelled in that part of his game throughout his career, and it's helped him have better results on the mound countless times, I'm sure. The 1-2 is a sharp slider that bounces in the dirt, and it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Josh Harrison stands in. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Fly ball to straightaway left. Yelich is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Pretty. JT Realmuto will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 11, JT Realmuto.
Pedro Strop gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. In is Christian Yelich. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a boop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here it comes, 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a ball pulled softly out toward right. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Digging in and looking for more, Eric Thames. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's just 1 for 6. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Boy, you know, D-Roll, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
2-2.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The 2-2. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. Back to first. So they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Manny Pena. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is off the corner and low. Ball one. Thames at third with two away. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch just like that one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Still 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Josh Hader will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jet Bandy is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Brandon Belt is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Under it is Frazier now, and that's out number 2. Michael Conforto will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. Hader, 23 years old. He was selected in the 19th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. The 2-1. Fouled away. The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Mets go down. Striding in once again, Orlando Arcia. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1-0 delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he misses again. 2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone!
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. High and deep to right center. Bruce on the run. And he can't get to it as it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, batter number 5, second baseman, Jonathan Beyond. With attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Carson Smith.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Cain leads off second with one gone in the inning. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Now the 2-1 is smacked into the gap, and this might be extra bases. And he is going to tie this ball game late as this ball is down for extra bases. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. And he'll make it to third base safely with only one out as the go-ahead run. Digging in once again, Christian Yelich. He singled his last time up. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with one gone.
Third baseman, Eric Haynes.
Ready once again, Eric Thames. And they're runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. Smith, a native Texan. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Digging in to try it again, Domingo Santana, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw. It sails a bit, and he will get into second base as the tying run. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Santana swings, and this is hit very well out toward left field. Definitely had the distance. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch skied into straightaway right. Harrison moving to his left, and that ends the inning. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jacob Barnes takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now playing right field and batting in the seventh.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
1 strike to Pujols. Behind 0-2 now. Machado aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the 9th.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
Count is 1-2.
Inside with the slider, 2-2.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. So striding in, JT Realmuto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. And he takes ball 1. Fouled off. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And this one's in the dirt, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Count remains full. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled away. The Mets down to their final strike. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Noah Syndergaard will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. One and one. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Mets down to their final strike. Take him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Man, when you're leading by 6 runs, you can't let that slip away. They were thinking about the celebration in the club.